auditorium for the final home meet of this season. Your Upper St. Clair swimmers will be swimming against Baldwin Whitehall tonight. And in addition, tonight is senior recognition night, so we'd like to start off by recognizing our seniors. First, from Baldwin, we have Nate Benton, Nick Roth, and Fallon Ferrari. Congratulations, seniors. And from the Upper St. Clair swim team, our first senior that we will be recognizing tonight is diver Cheyenne Bunton. Congratulations, Cheyenne. Cheyenne's parents are Mark and Jody Bunton. Her favorite dive is the inward 1.5. Her favorite high school memory is placing first, second, and third against Oakland Catholic last year. Her post-graduation plans include studying biomedical engineering at the University of Pittsburgh. Cheyenne would like to say thank you to her parents, her coaches, and her teammates. Congratulations, Cheyenne. This evening is Brittany Dazinski. Congratulations, Brittany. Brittany's parents are Chet and Linda Dazinski. Her favorite event is the 200 medley relay. Her favorite high school memory is tying Natalie Johnson in the 100-yard fly at Whipples. Brittany's post-graduation plans include studying business and swimming for the University of Miami in Oxford, Ohio. Brittany would like to thank all her previous and current teammates and coaches. Without the help and support of all of them, she wouldn't be where she is today. Thank you too to her parents for giving her the opportunity to become successful in the sport, and to her brothers, Kyle and Ryan, for pushing her and kicking her in the butt when she needed it. Throughout her 4 years of high school, her sport has taught her so much about herself, and she couldn't have asked for a better experience than the one she's had with the Upper St. Clair Swimming and Diving Program. Congratulations, Brittany. Jessie Riley. Congratulations, Jessie. Jessie's parents are John and Audrey Riley. Her favorite event is the 100 freestyle. Jessie's favorite high school memory is difficult to choose, but Whipples and States were definitely super exciting and fun. She loves being with the team. Some of her best memories include practice with Megan and her other teammates, the little things that she'll remember forever. Jessie's post-graduation plans include attending St. Francis University and studying chemical pre-pharmacy and continuing to her in her swimming career. Swimming is a huge part of her life, and she's made many friends because of it. She'd like to say thanks to her mom and dad for waking up early to drive her sister and herself to practice. She'd also like to thank her dogs, because after a hard day of practice, they were always there to cuddle. A special thank you to her sister Megan for always being there and pushing her to do her best. Finally, thanks to all our teammates. They've been through easy, hard, fun, and exhausting practices together, and she couldn't have done as well without them. Good luck to everybody. Swim fast. Thanks, Jessie, and congratulations. Now, we're about ready to get started. Once. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We forgot one of our most important swimmers. I forgot Betsy Erlinger. I'm so sorry. Congratulations, Betsy. Betsy's parents are Dan and Beth Erlinger, and her favorite events are the 50 and the 100 freestyles and relays. Betsy's favorite high school memory is being part of athletics. She loves being part of multiple teams. Betsy's also a terrific runner and a star on the cross-country team. Everyone's been really supportive and determined to do well. She's also enjoyed going to states in cross-country, track, and swimming. It's extra special to go in states for swimming because she gets to go with the team and they have a lot of fun. Betsy's post-graduation plans include attending the University of Delaware and majoring in physical therapy. She'd like to thank her family for their continued support. She'd also like to thank the coaches for their encouragement and making her work hard throughout the season. Without them, she never would have achieved the goals she set for herself. Lastly, she'd like to thank the whole swim team. All of you have put in a ton of time and hard work into the sport, and because of that, will succeed in the meets to come. I cannot wait to come back next year and hear how amazing all of her seasons have been. She'd like to thank all of you for the incredible experience. Congratulations, Betsy. Congratulations, Upper St. Clair seniors. You've been a terrific part of and an integral part of our team as well. We couldn't do it without you.
We're now going to begin our diving portion of tonight's competition. Quiet, please, for the announcing of the diving. Our first swimmer is Lisa, performing dive 5122D, forward, 1 somersault, 1 twist free. Judges awards, 4, 5, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Jill, performing dive 5221D, back, 1 somersault, 1/2 twist free. Judges awards, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5. Up next, Cheyenne, performing dive 5221D, back, 1 somersault, 1/2 twist. Judges Awards, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5. Up next, Fallon performing dive 5-2-2-1D, back, 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, free. Judges Awards, 6, 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Up next, Ryan performing dive 5-1-2-1D, forward, 1 somersault, 1/2 twist. Judges Awards, 3, 2 and 1/2, 3. Up next, Samantha performing dive 5-2-2-1D, back, 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, free. Judges Awards, 2 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2. Round number 2, first diver is Lisa performing dive 103C, forward, 1 and 1/2 somersault, tuck. No, 1 millimeter this way. No, 1 millimeter that way. Judges Awards, 3 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Jill performing dive 5-2-2-2D, back, somersault, 1 twist, free. Judges Awards, 3 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Cheyenne performing dive 202A, back, 1 somersault, straight. Judges Awards, 5 and 1/2, bingo. Up next, Fallon performing dive 5-2-2-2D, back, 1 somersault, 1 twist, free. Judges Awards, 4, 5 and 1/2, 5. Up next, Ryan performing dive 103B, forward, 1 and 1/2 somersault, pike. Judges Awards, 3, 3, 2 and 1/2. Up next, Samantha performing dive 401C, inward dive tuck. Judges Awards, 4 and 1/2, 4, 5. Beginning round number 3. Lisa she's performing dive 302C, reverse, 1 somersault, tuck. Judges Awards, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Up next, Jill performing dive 5223D, back 1 somersault, 1 and 1/2 twist, free. Judges Awards, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Cheyenne performing dive 403C, inward, 1 and 1/2 somersault, tuck position. Judges Awards, 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5. Up next, Fallon, performing dive 5223D, back 1 somersault, 1 and 1/2 twist, free. Judges Awards, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Next is Ryan, performing dive 104B, forward, 2, double somersault, pike. Awards, 3, 2 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2. Up next, Samantha performing dive 402C, inward, 1 somersault, tuck. Awards, 4 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Lisa, performing dive 401B, inward dive, pike. Awards, 5 and 1/2, 5, 6. Up next, Jill performing dive 202A, back 1 somersault, straight. Awards, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Cheyenne performing dive 103B, front 1 and 1/2 somersault, pike. Awards, 6, 5 and 1/2, 6. Up next, Fallon performing dive 104C, front double somersault, tuck. Awards, 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 4. Up next, Ryan performing dive 202C, back 1 somersault, tuck. Judges Awards, 4 and 1/2, bingo. Up next, Samantha performing dive 202A, back 1 somersault, straight. Awards, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5. Beginning round number 5, Lisa performing dive 402C, inward 1 somersault, tuck. Awards, 5, 5, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Jill performing dive 402C, inward 1 somersault, tuck. Awards, 3 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Cheyenne performing dive 104C, front double somersault, tuck. Awards, 3 and 1/2, 3, 3. Up next, Fallon performing dive 403C, inward 1 and 1/2 somersault, tuck. Awards, 3, 4, 4. Up next, Ryan performing dive 302C, reverse 1 somersault, tuck. Awards, 3, 3-4. Up next, Samantha performing dive 103C, forward 1 1/2 somersault, tuck. Awards, 4 1/2, 4, 4 1/2. Beginning our final round, Lisa performing dive 201A, back dive, straight. Awards, 6, 5 1/2, 5. Up next, Jill performing dive 104C, front double somersault, tuck. Awards, 2, 1 1/2, 2. Up next, Cheyenne performing dive 301B, reverse dive, pike. Awards, 5, 4 1/2, 4 1/2. Up next, Fallon performing dive 202A, back 1 somersault, straight. Awards, 5, 5 1/2, 6. Up next, Ryan performing dive 401B, inward dive, pike. Awards, 2 1/2, bingo. Up next, Samantha performing dive 5121D, forward 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, free. Awards, 3 1/2, 3 1/2, 4 1/2. That concludes the diving competition. We will have a brief warm-up before we begin the swim part of our competition.
It'll be interesting to see what Ryan does here. And for Kevin for that matter. Kevin has had some sneaky fast 50s this year.
Well, he's a tall kid and he's powerful. So he's a good 50 swimmer.
A whip heel cut is 23.5. And as I'm looking, there's more and more kids standing, and it's more and more difficult for us to see.
To see what's going on in the pool.
Ryan is first into the wall, and I think Kevin is second.
Well, but it's a tight race between Kevin and the swimmer from Baldwin.
That's a pull record. Wow!
He was flying. Yes, it is.
Congratulations, Ryan Dudzinski just broke the pool record.
Great swim, Ryan.
20.86. That is.
He smashed it for a 50
that might
free.
be that's a team record, isn't it? In addition to the pool record, that is also a team record.
Wow, congratulations.
That is fast, Megan. Or Kristen. So, that's the third mistake I've made all year.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, the pool is now open for a break, and we're going to take a break from the action. We'll get back for the second half of tonight's swimming portion of the meet.
Sounds good.
Welcome to the second part of our swim dive meet here at Upper St. Clair. We're ready to get second half action underway. Event number 11 of the evening is the women's 100-yard butterfly. For Upper St. Clair, in lane 1, Hannah Wilding, and in lane 4, Mariah Kelly. Mr. Referee. Well, we have no
Baldwin
Baldwin
swimmers.
swimmers, and that was showing in our heat sheet. I didn't know if that was accurate or not, but here we go. Battle of the Panthers.
Okay, a sophomore and a freshman.
A whippeal cut in this event is 104.4. You know, it was exciting last race. I don't know if you remember the meet, but Brittany was a late scratch from the 100 back, and Hannah was a late addition.
Oh, and Hannah got her whippeal cut.
Hannah got her first whippeal cut, I think, of all time.
Yep.
Obviously, being a freshman, she hasn't had that much of an opportunity. And one of the problems with the talent level that we have here at Upper St. Clair, unfortunately, the younger swimmers sometimes don't get a lane, and that was an instance where she made the absolute most of it and got her ticket down to Trees Hall.
Well, as you said, it's the depth of our talent and the fact that we only have 2 lanes to race in can make it difficult when you're a freshman to have a lot of opportunities. But I think that Dave's given them the opportunities, and the freshmen and sophomores have really taken advantage of them.
And we got one whippeal cut there.
Congratulations,
Very good,
Mariah
Kelly.
Nice swim.
Congratulations, Mariah, on your whippeal cut. Event 12, the men's 100-yard butterfly. For Baldwin, in lane 2, Nicholas Roth, and in lane 5, Terrence Allen. And for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, Patrick Lurch. In lane 4, Chris Kelly, Mr. Referee.
Okay.
I'll look at Mariah crying. That is a sweet moment right there. One of her very good friends, Delaney, holding her and hugging her. Brittany Dzinski, couldn't be happier right now for her. Obviously, one's quiet. A whippeal cut in this event is 58.90.
You know, it's been a terrific year for the team. I think they have more whippeal cuts than they had, significantly than they had last year. The kids have come in and they're getting them in events that maybe they hadn't thought about before or that they hadn't swam. It's been an exciting and really successful year for the entire team. She got it.
Meanwhile, back in the pool, looks like Christian did get hit the wall first.
Okay, Christian's Mariah's brother, so we'll see what he can do in this event.
Back. Very nice swim by Nicholas Roth as well.
Yeah, he's giving Christian a run for his money.
He's one of their better swimmers at Baldwin. We're going to come down, I think.
Wow, I think Nicholas may get this race. He did.
Nonetheless, you got another whippeal cut there by Chris.
Yes, Christian got it. So the Kelly family.
Back to back. Way
back
to go,
back
guys.
fly cuts. Nice swim.
The first 2 finishers established whippeal cuts. Event number 13. The women's 100-yard freestyle. For Baldwin, in lane 2, Sarah Conklin. And in lane 5, Catherine Werner. And for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, Meg Haggerty. In lane 4, senior captain Betsy Erlanger, Mr. Referee. Quiet for the start, please. Well, obviously there's a lot of noise back there, and we can't hear it as much. But these kids got to hear the start. That's an unfair if they can't hear the start.
Absolutely.
And that's what this, and let's talk about that in a minute. Let's see this 100 free, though. This is going to be a fast race.
Well, Betsy's one of our strong swimmers.
Absolutely.
And I would say she might be somebody who will be doing this at Whitfield.
I would think that. A Whitfield cut is 57.1. Now, obviously, Kristen, you're a USA Swimming official, as am I. The official's job is to make sure these kids have a fair swim. And if you can't hear the start, that's not so fair.
It can be very distracting if there's a lot of noise. Meg Haggerty's having a nice swim as well. She and Betsy are 1-2 at this point.
Well, that 57-10, they're going to have to get a split about a 30 here in the back half. Going to have to pick it up just a little
in order to get their Whitfield cuts.
And I've said it a couple of times, the kicking for Betsy is some of the fastest kicking I've seen around, and she's going to get that cut. That's a nice, she almost negative split that. Very nice swim.
That was a very fast swim.
Very nice, a 55.7, I'm sure she'll take that. Event 14, the men's 100-yard freestyle. For Baldwin, in lane 2, Zachary Ward, and in lane 5, Brian Ehrig. And for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, Jake Johnson. In lane 4, Marty Basic, Mr. Referee. I don't know that I've seen Marty do the 100 free yet this year.
Well, I think all of the boys are trying out some new events this evening.
Well, obviously we're having our share of wins. We're a deeper team than Baldwin. It's become a little bit apparent. So, Dave has that luxury right now to get kids swims that they may not have had, that they've wanted to try out.
Yep, and see what they can do with it.
A Whitfield cut is 51.90. It is a three-way race for all three of these boys, and they're each going to have to bet about a 26 high, or excuse me, a 26 low in order to get that Whitfield cut. They're going to have to dig in just a little bit here.
Yeah, it's tight. Although it looks like our swimmers went into the wall first. And it looks like they're starting to pull out ahead. So they may be reaching in and finding what they need to get the Whitfield cut on this back half.
They're just going to be over that, unfortunately. But nice swims. We take 1-2 again. I don't know that the event is going to be, or excuse me, the meet is going to be much in doubt, but very good swims. Event 15, the women's 500-yard freestyle. For Baldwin, in lane 2, Jillian Pritchard, and in lane 5, Allison Ryan. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, Lauren DeSantis. In lane 4, Delaney Burke, Mr. Referee. And looking at the cut here, it looks like Jillian has a Whitfield cut. And I think Delaney, and maybe even
Delaney does have her Whitfield cut in this.
Lauren does, but one
I'm
of the
not sure
reasons,
Lauren swam it before.
Well, I do know this. Let's wait for the start. I do know that Lauren has it in the 50.
Okay, as I said, I think all of our girls, with maybe one exception, do have a Whitfield cut in at least one event. So, and I know, so I believe you're correct.
There are a couple of announcements we're going to make, and you know what I'm going to ask you to do? during the 500. We'll comment on that, but I think it'd be nice if you read the senior I'd like to say's for the audience in order to memorialize what nice words that each of these ladies had to say on their senior night. But let's make a couple of announcements before that. A Whitfield cut in this event is 536.5. And the Upper St. Clair Booster Club would like to welcome everybody for a reception after tonight's meet, where we'll have refreshments in the cafeteria to celebrate tonight's seniors, Cheyenne Buntain, Brittany Dudzinski, Jessica Riley, and Betsy Erlanger.
Okay. Just we'll look at the race for 1 second just to point out, I know Jillian Pritchard, this is one of her stronger events, so this should be a good event for Baldwin, and she is taking it out very quickly.
Yeah, she looks like she wants to establish a time here.
And establish a lead. However, as you know, in the 500, things can change. So on to each of the seniors was asked to look back on their 4 years and reflect on what they would take away from them, what they would remember, and what they'd like to say. And so at this point, I'd like to sort of go over what they put and what they will remember from their 4 years. Cheyenne wants to thank her parents, her coaches, and her teammates. Brittany would also like to thank her current and previous teammates and coaches. Without the help and support of all of them, she wouldn't be where she is today. She especially would like to thank her parents, Chet, for giving her the opportunity to become successful in the sport. As you know, it's a tough sport. It requires quite a bit from all family members. Thank you to her brothers, Kyle and Ryan, for pushing her and kicking her in the butt when she needed it.
Those are her words.
Those are her words, and I'm sure with brothers, they didn't hesitate to do that. And she wrote, throughout her 4 years of high school, the sport has taught her so much about herself that she couldn't have asked for a better experience than the one she's had with the Upper St. Clair Swimming and Diving Program, which is terrific. Betsy also has some memories and reminiscence. She'd like to thank her family for their continued support and the coaches for their encouragement and making her work hard throughout the season. Without them, she never would have achieved the goals that she'd set for herself. She also would like to thank the whole swim team. All of you have put in a ton of time and hard work, and because of that, we'll succeed in the meets to come. She can't wait to come back next year and hear how amazing all the seasons have been, and she'd like to thank everybody for the incredible experience. So I think you can really see how important the teammates and the support of the teammates and the coaches is to the swimmers, and how close they are as a team. And finally, Jessie. And Jessie would also like to say thank you to everyone who helped and encouraged her in her swimming career. Swimming's a huge part of her life, and she's made many friends because of it. She'd like to say thanks to her mom and dad for waking up early to drive Megan, her sister, and herself to practice. And she'd also like to thank her dogs, because after a hard day of practice, they were always there to cuddle with me. It's definitely a special thing. Pets can be very supportive as well. Special thank you to her sister Megan for always being there and pushing her to do her best. And a thank you to all her teammates. They've been through easy, hard, fun, and exhausting practices together, and she wouldn't have done as well without them. She wishes everybody good luck in their years of swimming to come, and finishes with the Swim Fast Panthers. So I think you can see how special and how close the bond is between all of these swimmers, and how difficult it probably is to have this final meet and to move on.
Well, one thing that you have to point out for this girls swim team is this senior class has seen a complete metamorphosis. Before they got here, the girls team hadn't had that much success in a long time at the Whitfield Championships. Their freshman year, they came in 11th. Their second year, they came in 5th. Their third year, they came in 3rd, and who knows what to come.
Well, it's exciting, and I think they have a very exciting future ahead. So it'll be fun for these girls to come back and to know what they helped to build, because they're helping to sort of build a dynasty.
Well, we mentioned earlier that Jessica's going to be Jessica's going to be going to St. Francis to swim. Betsy's going to be, well, one thing we've not mentioned about Betsy, she's actually a state qualifier in swimming, or excuse me, in running.
Yeah, in cross country and track.
As well as in here. And then you have Brittany, who's going to be swimming at Miami, Ohio. Very accomplished senior class.
That's impressive to have that many swimmers go on.
And we do have the finish. Oh, look at that. We have a nice, Jillian did get her wheel cut. This will be last call for anybody who would like to buy a 50-50. We will be pulling the 50-50 during the boys 500. I hear that the 50-50 is up to $4,000 again, ladies and gentlemen. $4,000. That's what I hear. Event number 16, the boys 500-yard freestyle. For Baldwin, in lane 2, Trey Brown, and in lane 5, Tom Schaefer. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, Thomas Williams, and in lane 4, Kevin Liu, Mr. Referee.
Well, I'm not sure if Thomas has swam this before, but I know Kevin just swam it at Cannon Mac.
Well, I can bet that Thomas never did in his high school. He might have done it elsewhere. He's obviously a talented club swimmer. We're going to find out what he does here.
Yep. Well, Dave must have liked what he saw when Kevin swam it last week because he gets to do it again.
Well, I think Kevin's main event at Whippeals and hopefully States would be the backstroke. He is a very talented backer.
I
agree. Going back into the, or excuse me, 500 into the back probably isn't a realistic double on the second day. But this is one thing I know about Dave. He wants kids to be a well-rounded swimmer, and indeed, they're going to swim a lot of different events.
Well, you know, it does. It helps them developmentally, and it helps avoid injury as well. Okay, I think we're getting ready to draw the 50-50 right now.
Yep, here we go. We're going to draw that 50-50. Sam Erlanger is going to draw that 50-50. I don't know if they're going to be able to get him here on camera or not, but we're going to pull that 50-50.
Okay, what's that number, Ted?
Okay, the winning number. Let's announce it to the crowd. The winning 50-50 number is a red ticket, 155046. That's 155046.
Shaping up to be a tight race here on the 500. The Whippeal cut's a 5:13.9.
Well,
and I know that Kevin got it at Cannon Mac.
Let's go ahead and announce that. A Whippeal cut in this event is 5:13.9. Once again, you're winning 50-50, 155046. All three boys are right there.
Yeah,
and one thing I did notice, the Baldwin swimmer has a 5:03 on his qualifying time, which is a strong swim.
That's a respectable 500. So he has a Whippeal cut. There, they just finished their 200, and they're coming. When they flip down here at the blocks, they'll be halfway.
At the halfway mark. Yep.
So we'll see what they've got on the back half, because that obviously is going to be what determines who takes this race.
Kevin does touch out there. All three of the boys are at 32 mid to 32 low. And I don't know if the camera's going to catch some of the fans we have. They're doing some antics that are pretty hilarious. We have one fella in a Speedo and a bathing cap. They're all showing the swimmers how to kick in the 500. They are having fun out here.
Well, it's nice to see a lot of support from the students here at the swim meet.
Meanwhile, Kevin just kicked it up a notch. He has a 31.9. He wanted to, I think, cut that just a little bit quicker.
Well, I don't think he wants to let the Baldwin swimmer beat him.
Well, Kevin, again, he had a nice 32.03. He's picking up his lead a little bit. Let's go see if we can find a 50-50 winner. We have nobody that's come to get the money so far. The winning ticket on that 50-50, it's not been claimed. Pull out your tickets. 155046. 155046.
Okay, where are we, I think? On the race, back to the race for a moment. I think Kevin has 100 left. And it looks like he's starting to pull it out. Although the Baldwin swimmer is certainly giving him a run. Okay, it could come down to the last 50 here. Although Kevin just flipped going into his last 50. Baldwin swimmer is right behind him. I don't think he's going to catch him at this point.
Now Kevin's got the nice pace going. I don't know that he's deviated that stroke very much in this whole race. Now he's bringing it home. I bet he's gonna be sub 30.
Yeah, he had a nice kick on his 50.
And he's gonna get that Whitfield cut. Not that he wants to do it at Whitfields, but he's gonna get that Whitfield cut. Nice swim there, Kevin.
Yep. That's about the same time that he got a Cannon Mac last week. He won a 5:13. So we just took a first and a third in that one.
We still have a little bit more to go. We have the Baldwin swimmer who's finishing up his last 25. And this is where we're going to have some fun tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have the relays. The St. Clair relays are going to be some fun. And the highlight might be Cheyenne, the diver, who's going to be swimming with the relay. Here we go. Event 17, the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. For Baldwin in lane 2, Sarah Conklin, Kaylee Crew, Catherine Werner, Jillian Pritchard. For Baldwin in lane 5, Jennifer Popovsky, Allison Miller, Natalie Garda, Sarah Hansen. And for Upper St. Clair in lane 1, the Meg relay. Meg Williams, Meg Haggerty, Meg Riley, Meg Mathaney. The Meg relay. And in lane 4, your senior captain relay. Brittany Dudzinski, Betsy Erlanger, Jess Riley, and Cheyenne Bunting. Mr. Referee. It's going to be real interesting to see what Cheyenne does because she's a diver. She's never swam a single event her entire year. And Jessie's taking her out, and she's going to give way to Cheyenne. She better get up on the blocks. She's never done this before.
I know. It's only a 50.
She doesn't know what to do.
Get up there.
A Whitfield cut on this event is 149.4. Let's see what she does. Not a bad dive. Not bad for a diver.
I would hope so for a diver. Hey, she's not a bad stroke either.
No, she's doing it nice
well.
and smooth, and the Meg relay is, I think, taking the lead. Cheyenne, I know the girl, she didn't necessarily want to, oh, she did a flip turn. Good for her. Yeah, the Meg relay's taking the lead, but the senior relay's having a lot of fun.
Hey, and that's what these meets are all about, team and having fun.
Way to go, Cheyenne.
Nice swim. I'm sure she's happy that the senior relay was the 200
Look at
free
the
relay.
smile on her face. That's precious.
I'm sure she's happy with the 200 free relay that was the senior relay and not the 400 free relay.
Absolutely, and Betsy's bringing back second place for the team.
Yeah, she's moving.
Wow, she has made up a lot of time, and she's going to give way to her co-captain, Brittany Dudzinski. She might have even touched out the Baldwin swimmer.
That's going to be a close race.
And I think she's going against Jillian, who's, I think, proven to be the #1 swimmer for Baldwin. And Jillian might hold off Brittany.
No, I think Brittany caught her off that wall. She was able to just hold her off.
149.4, and all three relays got the Whippeal standard. Cheyenne's part of a Whippeal. She can go to Whippeals on a dive, on a
relay
as part
as well.
of the relay.
Okay, do we have anything fun for the boys?
Oh, you can't get more fun than that. Looks like he's gotten a pretty even relays here.
So he's racing against each other.
Event number 18, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. For Baldwin, Brenton Antonucci, Terrence Allen, Nate Benton, Brendan Hoydick. In lane 5, Nicholas DePretis, Brian Ihrig, Tom Schaefer, Dan Maloney. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers in lane 1, Robbie Weaver, Jake Johnson, Ryan Dudzinski, and Ryan Bentley. In lane 4, Patrick Lurch, Marty Basic, Alex Hardwick, Thomas Williams, Mr. Referee. A Whippeal cut is 138.5. What you see here is coach mixing and matching just a little bit.
Well, letting them race against each other, which is always fun.
Well, then St. Clair is going to go 1-2 into the wall.
Well, this should be a good race for third because Ryan
Well,
just broke
Ryan-
Alex's record. So
well, we're going to see how what kind of a personal vendetta.
Alex has.
I tell you, one thing is when you had two swimmers like Ryan and Alex, boy, they make each other better.
Absolutely. Well, they almost, as one pull, they pull each other up.
Absolutely. And that's the way it's been for this whole team. This whole past several years for Upper St. Clair swimming, that has happened. Everybody is making each other better, faster, deeper. Well, they split a 21-22 and a 21-26, 400s away from each other. That's fast swimming. That might not be their fastest, but that's fast.
They were moving.
And here we have Thomas Williams and Ryan Bentley getting the anchor legs. It looks like the relay in lane 4 is going to pull away, but we got second place.
Yep. Can't complain about 1-2.
There, we're going to be going on to the backstroke portion of the program. Event 19 is the women's 100-yard backstroke. For Baldwin in lane 2, Kaylee Crew. In lane 5, Jennifer Popovsky. And for your Upper St. Clair Panthers, lane 1, Lindsay Choate. Lane 4, Megan Williams, Mr. Reverie. Now,
Lots of support from the stands.
Yeah. That's
Excuse me.
105.5 is that Whippeal cut. I'd like to see somebody take it out in 30, 31 seconds in order to have that legitimate shot coming home. A Whippeal cut is 105.5. One person I know is going for it is Lindsay Choate.
Absolutely, this is
She
her
doesn't get many
opportunity.
opportunities in the water, and she's got one today. And she looks like she took it to the 25 first.
Looks like she may still have a slight edge over Megan.
Now, what we said is you got to have a legitimate chance. You got to do a 30-31.
Oh,
She's
she
got a
the
legitimate
31.
chance. She's got to bring it home in a 34. She's got to pick it up just a little bit. That second half of the race, sometimes your legs get tired. But one thing I do see is the determination on her face. People on the camera can't see it because of all the stands standing and cheering. And you also have the teammates that are cheering.
Oh, yeah, they're really supporting her bid.
It is going to be the finish. She's got a legitimate chance.
She does. She's got to have to finish really strong.
Finish strong here, Lindsay.
Come on, bring it home.
Oh, she might just be short. She didn't quite get that back half she needed.
Yeah, I think she's just going to miss it. She did.
Oh, by half a second.
Oh.
Well, she's got Bethel.
And she's close.
Event number 20, the men 100-yard backstroke. For Baldwin in lane 2, Brenton Antonucci, and in lane 5, Brendan Hoydick. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers in lane 1, Nate Novak. In lane 4, Nikki Narainen, Mr. Referee.
I'm not sure we've seen Nikki swim this event before.
I think you're right. I think I might have seen him do all threes this year. Here's Cheyenne, gonna give her a little bit of high five. Mr. Riesmeyer's laying down the law there. He doesn't want that noise.
Well, she said you don't blame him. It can be very distracting for swimmers, especially if they're trying to get their Whippeal cut or have a goal in mind.
His job is to make sure these kids have a fair shake.
That's a close race so far. All four are right with each other.
Yeah, Brendan's been one of their better swimmers, if not their best swimmer tonight, and he's got a 28-22. Just ahead of our two swimmers, Nikki and Nate. Nate just behind Brendan. And let's get that Whippeal standard out there. A Whippeal cut is 101 flat. I think Brendan's not going to have a chance, and or not going to have a problem.
Yeah,
and I don't think that Nate's going to have a problem either.
Yep.
Very good.
They both got it.
And Nikki's just over that cut.
Cool. Yep.
Event number 21, the women's 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, for Baldwin, Catherine Werner. In lane 5, Carly Roboleski. In lane 1 for Upper St. Clair, Megan Riley. And in lane 4, Karina Liu, Mr. Referee. Did we have a winner yet? No, we don't have a winner.
No, no one's claimed the prize.
Find out. Anybody.
Okay, it's a A pretty tight race here. Karina's a little bit ahead, and Megan is right with the swimmer from Baldwin. Karina turned into 35. So what does she need to do to bring it back? She needs to bring it back in about a 36, low 37 in order to get the cut.
113.7, 113.7.
So we'll see. Karina should be close. Okay, and it's shaped up to be a tight race between Megan and the Baldwin swimmer. Oh no, I couldn't see her, and she's in lane 1.
Yeah, it's going to be above that cut.
Easy 1-2. Good swim, girls.
We still do not have a winner on the 50-50. Pull out your 50-50 tickets. The last 3 digits, 046. 046. Event number 22, the men's 100-yard breaststroke. For Baldwin in lane 2, Nate Benton. And in lane 5, Nick DePredis. For your Upper St. Clair Panthers, in lane 1, Robbie Weaver. In lane 4, Braden Wong, Mr. Referee. A whippeal cut is 107 flat.
And I think Braden tonight is going for that whippeal cut. He's been very close, and this may be his night.
We do have a winner on the 50-50. Congratulations, Linda Weaver. She's buying at the cafeteria for refreshments to celebrate senior night. Now Braden here is taking it out nicely.
Well, he's looking for his whippeal cut. He's come very close, and he hasn't quite gotten it. So I think tonight could be the night. He's got to bring it back.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting for his events too. I know that he's had the cut for a while in the backstroke, and for a while he was ranked in the state in the backstroke.
And he got his IM cut as well, and I think he's 53. Looks like he's going to get it.
Oh, it's going to be
Braden.
real close. Oh, he's just over it. Just over that cut. No.
But did it look like it?
The penultimate event of the evening, event 23, the women's 400-yard freestyle relay. For Baldwin, in lane 2, Allison Miller, Allison Ryan, Natalie Garda, Carly Robleski. For Upper St. Clair, in lane 1, Sophia Benoit, Delaney Burke, Abby Stevenson, and Hannah Wilding. In lane 4, Carolyn Novak, Carly Olsakowski, Mariah Kelly, and Lindsay Choate, Mr. Referee. So a little bit of movement on Baldwin, but I don't think they're going to call that false start.
This is it. This is the final event of the evening and the final event for our girls this season in this pool.
Well, it has been an exciting year at Upper St. Clair Natatorium. Let me ask you, what was your favorite moment this year?
Gosh, it's my first year, and sort of each evening and each meet has been more exciting than the last. But I have to admit, and it's a personal favorite, it was watching my daughter Megan get her whippeal cut in the 500 free for the first time. It was really exciting, and to see the look on her face was a pretty neat thing.
And you're going to have 6 more years in the program.
Yep.
You have Megan and obviously your younger daughter who's in 7th grade, Abby.
Yes.
Who's one of a very talented class that year. That'll be interesting and very exciting to see them matriculate into the high school.
That's true.
And now let's look back into the water. Sophia and Carolyn gave way to Delaney and Carly.
Well, Chad, I'll throw the question back at you. What's been the highlight of your year?
It was what I'll call the second half of the Peters meet. Both the boys and the girls were challenged, and that back half of that meet, particularly the 100 backstroke, where Braden Wong and Kevin Liu
took 1-2.
Took 1-2 when we really did need something special, and they gave us something special.
Well, to see two freshmen do that was special.
Well, and not only that, both in that race hit whip-heel cuts. You could see the strategy. Dave was challenging those kids to come up with their best, and that's exactly what they did. Now getting back to the water, Carly just gave way to Mariah.
And Abby Stevenson then in lane 1.
And yes, Delaney gave way to Abby. And I dare say, unless there is some sort of a monumental failure, we are going to take 1-2. And candidly, these are some of our girls that don't normally swim in the 400 relay. It's wonderful for them to have that opportunity.
Yeah, Dave's done a nice job of mixing up the lineup and giving kids lots of different opportunities. He's really shown what they can do.
And now I'm just scanning, and you see the smiles on their faces. That's what high school swimming is all about, seeing the accomplishment on their faces, seeing the look of satisfaction and smiles. Last in the water for Upper St. Clair in lane 4 is going to be Lindsay Choate. In lane 1 is going to be Hannah Wilding.
We're finishing it off. We're finishing off senior recognition night with the up-and-coming freshmen.
With two freshmen. I just noticed we don't have one senior. We have all underclassmen.
Well, it's kind of fitting to sort of segue now into what the future is going to hold and what the future of the team will be.
And getting back to Whippeals, the one thing I do remember being there last year in the stands, some of the freshmen last year, girls, didn't make the team. All the boys made the team. There were a handful of girls who were very close, heartbreakingly close. And the look of determination, watching them, looking in their eyes, in the stands, wanting to be on deck, which is your right as a Whippeal qualifier, to be on deck, even if you might not be a swimmer, if your event might be full, to see their look of determination. Look and speak about look of determination. What a nice swim. What a nice close. Wow, the girls in lane 1, and that was anchored by Hannah Wilding. What a nice swim. I didn't see her cut, but what a nice swim. And both of those relays with our underclassmen would have hit Whippeal cuts.
Well, as you pointed out earlier, it really shows the depth of this team.
Now, quite candidly, when years past, I do remember years where our A relay had a difficult time making a Whippeal cut. So that tells you where we are right now.
Well, it's a testament to as you said, their drive and determination, and the coaching that they've had, that they've done very, very well.
Well, we're going to be going into the last event of the evening, and let's see, we only have one relay in here. Looks like one relay. And your final event of the evening, event number 24, the men's 400-yard freestyle relay in lane 2. For Baldwin, Trey Brown, Zach Ward, Brendan Hoydick, Nick Roth. In lane 5, Brian Ehrig, Dan Maloney, Terry Allen, Nick DePretis. In lane 4, Christian Kelly, Ryan Dudzinski, Kevin Liu, Alex Hardwick, Mr. Referee.
Well, we may only have one relay in, but that's a pretty fast relay we've got.
Well, you can put 4, 5, 8 more kids in there and it would be a stacked relay.
That is true.
Now, one thing that the coaching staff is going to have to start looking at is who is going to be swimming what events at Whitfields. You're going to have some kids some events oversubscribed. You're going to have, obviously, you can only have 12 slots in relays. So there's going to be some competition coming home in this last tonight. Probably Bethel will be a huge event for a lot of our swimmers. I don't know what Dave's philosophy is. If you just go off meet times, I know that some coaches even have time trials. So it's a problem, but what a nice problem to have for both teams.
Well, and as you pointed out, I think swimming on a relay is really a fun, that's at Whitfields, often it comes down to the relays, and they're exciting, and to be a part of that is just probably one of the swimmers' most significant experiences and best experiences of high school swimming, I would think, looking back on being a part of a Whitfield relay.
One of the things I did notice, and they asked each swimmer what their favorite event was for in the senior recognition program, and I noticed that Brittany's favorite event is the 200 medley relay, and Betsy listed the 50, which is her specialty, as well as the relays. So she is, that speaks a lot of what these girls really like to do, the team concept. The relays bring out the best in individual swims as well as in team swims. Meanwhile, it does look like our boys have a pretty commanding lead. Kevin Liu is in the water right now. Ryan was our second swimmer. We haven't mentioned this team score, but what they do, it's a nice sportsmanlike aspect of swimming. When you know you have enough points to win the meet, they basically stop scoring. It's not something they want to. You don't want to push it in somebody's face that you're winning by so much. So that's basically what's happened. We have won both meets, the boys and the girls. We are a deeper team than Baldwin. Not that they haven't had some good swims, but we are a deeper team. Now we have Kevin, who's gave away now to Alex Hardwick. Obviously, Alex, one of our very strong freestylers, I dare say our strongest, but he's anchoring this leg of the 400, and he'll have some very interesting decisions to make for Alex, because he's going to have a multitude of events that he could do very well at Whitfields, whether it's the 50 or the 100 or the 200 freeze. He'd also be on the he'd probably place in the backstroke. Any number of different things he could do well. Here we are in season, a 3:20.67 for the boys. They earlier in the year did a 3:11 when they were a little bit more rested, but very strong swim by that relay. We do have another 50 to go for the last Baldwin relay. This is a reminder that there will be a reception honoring tonight's senior class in the cafeteria following tonight's meet. A reception in the cafeteria following tonight's meet. And from the Upper St. Clair Natatorium, what a heck of a year, Kristen.
Oh, absolutely. What a terrific, for me, inaugural year to be part of this high school team. Very exciting.
Thank you for attending tonight's swim dive meet at the Upper St. Clair Natatorium. Thank you, and drive home safely.
Thank you, and see you next year.
No, we're gonna see you later in the season when we have the meet up at Bethel, and then hopefully on to Whitfields and States. Congratulations on a great season.
That's true. You too. Thank you, Chad.
Good night.